morning, everyone. I'm Brian Gaylor with Gaylor Property Service. We're getting an early start this morning. It is about 6:45 a.m. Here's the truck and trailer all started up. We've got a lot of gravel hauling to do today. So let's head to the quarry, get our first load of gravel. Should be at the guy's house about 7:38, somewhere around there. So today we're doing a huge gravel job. In the last video you see me go to the steep bank area with the big flat spot dugout, and I told him I couldn't do the job, but we talked later and he's happy with me getting as close as I can in there and just dumping it in piles, and he's going to spread it out later by hand. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to bring him 5 to 10 loads. We'll see. I'll message him at about 4 or 5 loads and send him some pictures and see how much more he wants. So it should be an all day of hauling gravel. He's wanting 1.5 inch, and just going to go back and forth to the quarry and to his house hauling the gravel. It'll probably take me, between driving and getting the gravel and dumping, probably 45 minutes to an hour each load. So I've got about 8 or 9 hours today I can do it. So I should be able to get 8 or so loads in. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully I don't get stuck or anything. I'll try to get back in there as far as I can and everything, but you've seen how bad it was, so we'll see how good it goes today. So here's our 2 tons of 1.5 inches, or yeah, 1.5 inches. First time I've gotten this. This is called number 4. Some pretty big rock there. Just get her all loaded up and tarped, head to the customer's house. So it was the number 4 size. Let's see, that was 2.29 tons, so just over about 2.25 tons. And that cost me $49.53. And for this job, since the customer is going to get so much, I'm going to charge him $130 a load, and he's also only like 10 minutes away, so should be quick hauls and an easy, what's that, 80 bucks? Yeah. So that's pretty good profit. Normally I charge $170, but with this being bulk loads, like multiple loads, and then so close, $130 sounds fair to me. Now I got the trailer down here at the transition. This is the first load. Talked with the owner. Just twisted my ankle. That hurt. Okay, you're gonna have to work with a twisted ankle all day. Let's pull our pins here. Get this load dumped. Go. Let's pull out and go ahead for the second load. So on this first load, I spent about an hour or so talking to the customer. Had to wait on for a little bit, come out, like he's taking a shower and stuff, getting ready for work. He's an auto mechanic in business for himself. Anyways, talked to him. He told me about the property and other things, and showed me what he wanted to do with this area. He's building a garage, like storage building there. So we're gonna try. He said he for sure wants about 16 tons, so it's 8 trips for me. At trip 5, I'm gonna send him a picture and see if he wants me to bring the other 3 today or come back later and bring them, because he's got to spread them all out by hand and everything. So I just dumped the first load at the transition. I'll try to, behind the house part, like dump some more towards the end of the cutout spot, the flat spot. I don't know if the truck and trailer and everything will slide around there or not, or if I'm gonna have to dump them all at the transition. Anyways, we're headed to the quarry now. I twisted my ankle stepping down into that cutout spot, so it's hurting right now, but oh well. It's part of doing a job like this. I was filming and trying to step down there one-handed and just didn't do good, didn't do it right. I kind of slipped and landed on the side of my foot instead of flat-footed. Anyways, I've done that kind of stuff my whole life. Played basketball in middle school, well, growing up all the way to middle school. Twisted my ankle several times playing basketball, and it's made them weak over the years, I think. So, if you're a kid watching this and you're interested in sports and playing sports all the time, unless you got a chance to go and play in pro ball or college or whatever, it ain't worth messing with. Find you something else to do that ain't gonna destroy your body. My brother, he played soccer, and he has, I think, knee problems ever since that from playing soccer. He only played like a few years, so a little bit of sports you play growing up ain't worth dealing with it your whole life. This time we got 2.28 tons. Last time we got 2.29, so he's right on the money. Anyways, 2.28, 49.31. Some more good profit. Here goes the second load. Dug down pretty hard on that side, but it should all come out. This back tire's lifted up. So the third load, it was a little bit more. We got 2.44 tons, so right at 2.5. That cost me $52.76. We're headed to the customer's house now. I'm gonna try to hopefully pull around the back of the house some and dump on the bank. How's that for a sketchy dump situation? One small wrong move and the trailer's flipped over. Yeah, look at this dump position. I'm proud of this one. Didn't fall off the bank, at least not yet. Got it chalked so it doesn't slide off the bank. Truck's here on fairly flat ground. It's tilted a little bit toward the passenger side. Got me a rock there to help get up the side of the bank. Was able to dump it all, and it all went mostly in, like down the bank. And then on the driver's side of the truck, I am like right by the house. Right there. Pretty tight, sketchy spot. So that was pretty sketchy, but I wanted to show y'all what, or tell y'all what I'm doing, like my truck setup for doing this, for this job. I'm putting it in 4-low, and then locking the rear end. That way I'm in the lowest gear, lowest range, got the rear locked. That way I got the least chance of, I guess, sliding or spinning or anything like that. And also it's the easiest on my truck. In low range you can pull a lot better than you can in 4 high. So far it's done well. I've slid a little bit on the wet grass, but not bad. Not anything like I had before. I think the biggest thing that helps me with doing this is full-wheeling my whole life. So ever since I was about a teenager on to my mid-20s or so, I guess, I full-wheeled a lot. I had Jeeps and I had Toyota rock crawler trucks, and then also four-wheelers or ATVs. And just being in sketchy situations and knowing the tippiness of the vehicle and how to shove rocks under a tire to get up something and all that kind of stuff there, that is the main thing that's helped me doing this sketchy trailer stuff. Like when I got stuck at the customer's house back early this year, and then now today at this kind of a harder place to back into, full wheeling on sketchy trails and stuff like that has been the main help on this. So we're headed to the not the landfill, headed to the quarry to get the 4th load. The fourth load is a little bit less. It was 2.23. That cost me $48.22. So all of them's been right there at 50 bucks. I think this time I'll just dump in the transition area and not try to do it at the sketchy little turnaround, like by this transition. I sent the customer the picture of the last 4 loads I did, and he wants one more today, so it's 5. Let's see, this, I just got the 5th load. It was 2.15 tons. That's the smallest load so far. 46.49. And customer already paid me. The 5 loads was $650, and I should have about $250 or so into it. I think he's gonna spread it out some and see, like spread it out by hand, so it's gonna take him a while to get all spreaded, but I say once he gets it spread out, he'll be needing some more. He said he should need about 16 tons, which is 8 loads, so he should need at least 3 more loads. And if he does, I'll schedule a day to do that. All right, we got 5 loads done. We put 1 load right here. This is 4 loads here. This is 10 tons total. It's the most gravel I've hauled to one customer in one day. Trailer did great. It didn't maneuver super well all the way back here and everything, but I was able to get it right there, but it's still a little sketchy. This right here, it wasn't too sketchy, wasn't too bad. And that's definitely the best spot to load it, or to unload it. So, I got some new stickers. Got these stickers for the truck. Then got the same stickers on each side and then on the tailgate as well. Right over there. Hopefully here soon this customer will want me to haul some more for him. Until then, we're headed home. And we've got some more jobs scheduled for the rest of the week. See y'all. Thanks for watching. Bye. So here's a little something, like a little tip that the customer told me that happened to him on this gravel job. He has had maybe 2 or 3 people that he's reached out and tried to get gravel from. He said the main guy he talked about told him he had 11 ton. He could bring 11 tons for like, I think $380. But when the customer reached out back to the gravel guy for him to come look at his place and everything, see if he could do it, never heard anything back from him. Never called him, nothing. Won't answer his calls. He said he's dealt with 2 or 3 places that they won't return his calls or nothing like that. Look, they won't even deal with him. And I don't think it's because of the place, it's just that they're not good at answering calls, or I guess they got enough work that they don't need more business, whatever it is. So if you're doing a business like this, answer your phones, message back people, do whatever it is to communicate with people, and they will use you. He used me because I was willing to come out and look at his property and do it, even though it was more expensive because I have a small trailer and just do 2 tons at a time. But with that, I was, I think, more able to do his job than a dump truck, but I was about double the price, but he still used me. So communicate with people and you'll probably get more business.